Okay, for the Commonwealth, turn 1, they have 16 IPCs to spend. They're going to spend 7 on a transport for their South African factory and 9 on 3 infantry for their Sydney factory in Australia. They don't have a heck of a lot of moves here. It's all non-combat. So let's have a look at what they're going to do. First off, the Canadians in Ontario, the infantry and the artillery will move east into Quebec and consolidate those forces. In South Africa, up in Scotland, the 2 Canadian forces stationed in Scotland will move down into the United Kingdom to defend London. Down in Africa, the South African destroyer will move up with the combined UK and UK Far East Command naval contingent in Sea Zone 76. The Australian infantry in Malaya will move north into Shan State. All the forces in Queensland will move south into New South Wales and consolidate in the capital. The transport in Sea Zone 62 will pick up the New Zealand infantry and move up to Sea Zone 46 and station in New Guinea. The 2 New Zealand fighters will go into New South Wales, and the New Zealand cruiser will join the rest of the fleet, well, the destroyer in Sea Zone 62. So once we tidy this up, we'll come back with placement and money. Oh, I should mention as well, of course, that France does actually have a move with one of the very few pieces on the board that's still allowed to move, and that's the French Foreign Legion force in French Indochina. They'll be moving into Shan State to shore up the defense with the British allies and leaving this empty because if they get attacked, they're just going to die anyway. But none of the other French troops can do anything. Remember, the Vichy French are frozen. They basically have to act like pro-axis neutrals kind of thing, almost, sort of. A little different, but similar. And again, there's nothing that's happening with the French troops up there. The 2 infantry and the fighter will just stay in UK and not really do anything. So that's France turn 1. So there you go. Okay, placement of new units. The new transport is going to be placed into the South African factory to be able to move these guys somewhere. And the 3 Australian infantry will obviously be placed into New South Wales. There have been no changes to the Commonwealth's income, so they will collect 16. However, there is a Canadian convoy happening right now. Now, under BBR rules, they're guaranteed, this sub is guaranteed at least 1 IPC regardless of what happens. So it's the rolls, the regular convoy rolls plus 1. So that one doesn't count, that one does, so that's 2. So they're going to lose 2 IPCs. So instead of collecting 16 for this turn, they will collect 14 for this turn. So round 2 is going to start next with Germany.